Hey, I'm Mark Garza from 𝘁𝗵𝗶 AI, and I just wanted to go over a few things about voice agents that are really important because they're super popular right now. And most of what you've heard about AI voice agents is wrong, or at least incomplete. I'm not here to hype you up. I want to walk through 5 really hard lessons about real deployments that we have learned from so you don't have to do it the expensive way like we did. So let's get into it. Number 1, disclose it's AI every time. Legally, you only have to do this in a few states right now. California, Colorado, Utah, I believe, but here's what surprised us. When we started disclosing on every call, regardless of state, results actually went up, not down, up. People do not care it's AI. They care if you try to hide that it's an AI. 2 things to get right. First, make sure that disclosure is a static first message at the start. Same words every call. If you let AI decide how to say it, it'll hallucinate, sometimes skip it. And then you're liable. And second, prompt the agent to identify itself as AI later in the call. People miss things at the start. It needs to be honest. Simple rule: transparency builds trust, and deception destroys it. Number 2, cold calling with AI will get you sued. This one's not negotiable. The Telephone Consumer Protection Act makes it really clear. You cannot send AI calls to anyone who has not explicitly consented. And fines run from around $500 to $1,500 a call. Here's the part that people miss. Even business calls are risky now because most people use their mobile number for everything. Dialing a mobile with an AI system, even with business intent, is unsolicited. So is outbound dead? No. Cold outbound is dead. Speed to lead calls right after a form gets submitted, that's awesome. Appointment reminders, great. And then even reactivation calls to existing customers who opted in. It's all very powerful. The difference is consent. Get it clearly, store it properly, and keep it visible, not buried in fine print. Number 3, your agent is probably too complicated. Here's a pattern that I see constantly. Someone builds a voice agent and keeps adding features because they sound impressive. Full booking system over the phone, complex data capture, multi-step workflows, all live while you're on the call. And it goes into production and that all falls apart. Because every time you add new features, you're adding failure points. Here's the thing most people overlook. The more instructions you pack into a system prompt, the dumber the agent gets. Essentially, an agent with one clear job is going to outperform an agent juggling 5 or 6 tasks every time. Here's a real example. Client wanted a full appointment booking over the phone, but their platform barely had any API support. We could have hacked through it together. Instead, we had an agent text a booking link. It takes a fraction of the time to build it. The user experience is actually way better. Build the MVP, prove the value, and then expand it, not the other way around. Start simple. Number 4, if you do not build for failure, you will fail. And this is the one that will save you the most pain. AI will break, we know that. Thick accents, bad connections, hallucination loops. If your system only works on the happy path, your first live deployment is going to be a disaster. 2 things you need. First, a live transfer escape hatch. Every agent needs this. If the caller says, "Let me talk to a real person," the AI should not argue. It should not try to de-escalate. It says, "Absolutely. Let me get someone for you." Transfers the call, done. That gives your clients confidence to actually use the system. They know a human can step in when things go sideways. And second, stop running automations during the call. We also learned this one the hard way. Updating the CRM, sending emails, pinging Slack while the caller is waiting, every tool creates a delay. Even a few seconds of silence and the caller thinks the line's dead and they say hello, and then that interrupts the AI, breaks functionality, and ruins the whole experience. It gets real awkward. The fix is dead simple. Collect data during the call. Run all the other automations after with a webhook. It's faster, cleaner, way easier to troubleshoot. And number 5, AI does not replace humans. Stop trying. This is a huge one. This is probably the biggest one. Sales is about trust. It's about connection. It's about making someone feel understood. AI cannot do that, and it shouldn't be trying to. Where AI wins is the repetitive, high-volume work, qualifying leads, answering FAQs, routing calls, filtering noise. So when a human does pick up or connect, they're talking to someone who actually needs them. 2 mistakes I see. First, deploying AI on low-volume lines. If a business only gets a few calls a day, a human answering the phone is going to deliver a better experience every time. Don't automate what doesn't need automating. I say this all the time. And second, this is critical, never deploy AI into a workflow that a human has never done. If a human's never taken those calls, never handled those objections, or dealt with the weird edge cases, you don't have anything to train the AI on. Like, that's how we build what these AI bots do. Always start with real call recordings from the past, real scripts, real data. This is what makes the difference between an agent that performs really well and ones that fall flat. They've got to be trained on real world data, things from the past. They really got to know their job. And that's it. 5 lessons, no fluff. If this helped, drop me a comment. Let me know which one hit the hardest, which one really you thought makes the most sense, or even if you disagree. I'd love to connect, and if I can chat more with you or help you out with any AI agents, reach out directly. Thanks.